Okay, SAT Math Lesson 3 for Passport to Advanced Mathematics is all about simplifying algebraic expressions, right, with standards 4 and 6. Now, there's going to be a high emphasis on adding, subtracting, and multiplying polynomial expressions, and then simplifying. Now, first, let's just talk about some key definitions here. One, a polynomial is an expression of two or more algebraic terms, especially the sum of several different terms that contain different powers of the same variables. So when I look at it, something like 3x squared plus 2x minus 5, this is a polynomial, okay, an example of one, where you have several terms linked by addition or subtraction, and you have key variables in each one. Now, when we add polynomials, all we basically do is drop the parentheses if needed and combine like terms. When we're subtracting, the first thing we have to do is distribute the minus sign and then combine like terms. And when we multiply, we look to distribute and then combine like terms. Foiling, which a lot of you guys are aware of, right, is very common in some of these problems. So let's look at a couple of these. The first one is a no calculator problem, and it's gridded response. It says, in the equation above, A, B, and C are constants, meaning these will be replaced with numbers. If the equation is true for all values x, what is the value of b? So what we're going to do is take this expression and we're going to simplify it. We're going to distribute the 2x, so 2x times 3x is 6x squared. 2x times 5 is plus 10x. 3 times 3x is plus 9x. 3 times 5 is plus 15. And when I combine these two middle terms, I get 6x squared plus 19x plus 15. Now remember, b is the number in front of x. But what number is in front of the x term here? 19. So we would bubble in 19 for b. All right. The second one, what we are basically doing here is we are multiplying these polynomials. Okay, so anytime I multiply, I always multiply two things at one time. So I'm going to distribute the 3 to get 6x plus 3. And now I'm going to multiply that with 4x plus 1. So 6x times 4x is 24x squared. 6x times 1 is plus 6x. 3 times 4x is plus 12x. And then 3 times 1 would be plus 3. When I go ahead and combine like terms, 24x squared plus 18x plus 3 would match up with letter choice C. Now this next one, it says, which of the following is equivalent to the sum of the expressions? So here's one polynomial, here's the other, and they want the sum of these. Sum represents addition, so what I'm basically doing is taking a squared minus 1, and I'm going to add a plus 1. Now, technically, we should put these in parentheses, but we don't have to distribute, so I could just do this. Now, all I'm going to do is combine like terms. Nothing to combine a squared with. When I go to my next term, a, nothing to combine it with. But now, negative 1 plus 1 is 0, so a squared plus a would be the sum of those two polynomials. Okay. Now the next one, it is a calculator problem, and it probably benefits you to use the calculator. When we go to do this, if you notice here, they're squaring this binomial first. So we have to do two things right away. First thing I'm going to do is square that binomial by doing 1.5x minus 2.4 times 1.5x minus 2.4. So right away when I go to multiply these, 1.5x times 1.5x will give me 2.25x squared, right? And then 1.5x times negative 2.4 is going to give me minus 3.6x. Negative 2.4 times 1.5x is going to give me minus 3.6x, and then negative 2.4 times negative 2.4 will give me a positive 5.76. So right away when I simplify this, I'm going to get 2.25x squared minus 3.6 minus 3.6 is 7.2x plus 5.76. But now what I'm going to do is distribute this minus sign so that it becomes minus the 5.2x squared, then minus a negative 6.4 would be plus 6.4. And right away when I combine like terms, okay, I'm going to get, when I combine x squareds, I'm going to get negative 2.95 x squared. And right away that allows me to eliminate a and b. Now the only x term in the problem is this minus 7.2x. They both have that. And then what is 5.76 plus 6.5? And that would give me plus 12.16, which is letter C. Okay, the next one, I have 2x times this quantity. And all I'm going to do is distribute 2x times x squared is 2x to the third. 2x times negative 3x is minus 6x squared. And if I look, that would be letter D.